So this is the second video in how to make a slab mug in ceramics class, and the previous video we made these handles and they've stiffened up now, and I'm going to show you how I put them on the mug. So I can kind of put them behind the mug and look and see how they might look and which one I might want to use. I think I like the other one better. So that's how it's going to look. So then I'm just going to cut it off with a knife. I kind of wanted the top to be rounded. See how it's still rounded at the top? And enough room for at least 2 to 3 fingers to fit in. And then I'm just going to find a spot where I want to attach it. I'm actually going to attach it on the seam. You could also attach it not on the seam, just depends on how sturdy it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it where I want it and make a little mark so that I know where I need to add slip and where I need to score. So I'm just giving myself a little guide where I'm going to start scoring. And then just using my bamboo skewer, I'm going to score those areas, and I'm also going to score the handle. Don't forget you want to add slip to the scored areas and make sure it doesn't smooth out the scored areas, just adding the slip right on top. And then when I attach it, I want to press firmly, but not too firm. I don't want to break the handle. So I'm going to put it on and make sure it is straight, and then I kind of give it a little wiggle as I press in, and I'm actually really pressing from the inside. So you can see my hand is on the inside there, and I'm just pressing from the inside as well so I don't break the handle. You also want to blend in any areas that you can. You kind of have to be careful with the texture, but you also want to not have any really rough areas. So I'm going to be blending in all those areas here and just making it nice so when my hand reaches in there, it doesn't get anything to scratch it. In addition, one thing that you can do is you can add a coil, a very small coil, anywhere where you think that your handle might need a little bit of support. So that might be on the bottom or on the top of either parts where it touches the mug. So here I'm just adding a little bit of coil on the bottom where it attaches to the bottom part of the handle, and I'm scoring both sides and adding slip just like you would anytime you add something. Other thing you want to do to finish off this mug is consider how the bottom part looks. So for me, it was just a little too chunky and heavy, and so I'm just taking my popsicle stick and kind of angling it. See, this is kind of like a beveled angle, so as it sits on the table, it'll go under a little bit. It's like a little bit of an undercut or a bevel, like at a 45-degree angle. So my clay is still really soft, so I'm just taking, kind of like I'm peeling potatoes, and taking that popsicle stick and finishing it off. Still trying to be careful about the texture and keeping the texture. The last thing you want to do is make sure there are no rough spots anywhere. And remember, when clay gets fired, it gets hard. And so if there's any sharp corners, anything that's not rounded, it will be very sharp when it gets fired. So I'm just making sure there's no little crusty bits like that, and anything else that needs to just get finished up and smoothed out before I let it dry. At the bottom, I am carving my initials, and you guys can carve your period number, and then you're going to just let it dry on your shelf, and we will discuss glazing in the classroom. I have a great way to glaze it so that the texture really comes out on these. So thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!